In the A Song of Ice and Fire novels, the Thenn are a tribe of wildlings established in an eponymous valley on the northern end of the Frostfangs. The Valley of Thenn is hidden deep within the northern Frostfangs, roughly 3 times as far north as the Fist of the First Men is from the Wall. But ironically, it is one of the most fertile and hospitable areas north of the Wall. The entire valley is heated by volcanic activity, giving it a far warmer climate than surrounding lands. The Thenn are the most culturally sophisticated of the Free Folk. They speak the Old Tongue and consider themselves the last of the first men. Indeed, their culture and technology level is very close to what the first men were like centuries ago before the coming of the Andals. Unlike other tribes of wildlings, the Thenn do have lords who enforce established laws, making them the most disciplined and obedient of the Free Folk. They are led by a Magnar, a word which means lord in the Old Tongue, whom they consider more a god than a man. The Valley of Thenn, therefore, is an oasis of fertile land and relative civilization in the far northern depths of the lands beyond the Wall. They are the only wildling group that has any knowledge of metallurgy, as they know how to forge weapons and even armor out of bronze. Such weapons were supplanted south of the Wall 6,000 years ago when the coming of the Andals introduced iron weapons to the continent. However, most of the wildlings have no knowledge of how to forge metal at all and commonly use simple weapons made of only stone, bone, or sharpened wood. Many of the other wildlings still manage to obtain iron weapons from raiding or trading with smugglers in exchange for furs and other resources, but this is not a consistent method for arming and equipping an entire army. In contrast, the Thenn are well disciplined, commanded by their own lords, and are all uniformly armed with bronze weapons and armor. In the third novel, the Thenns are led by Styr, their Magnar, who rules with an iron hand. The Thenns have joined the army of Mance Rayder, who defeated Styr 3 times to win their allegiance. Jon Snow accompanies 100 Thenns who climb the Wall and descend at Greyguard. He manages to escape from them at Queen's Crown. Styr leads the raiders to attack Castle Black from the south, but are killed. The new Magnar is among the captives whom Stannis captures during the battle for the Wall. Following the battle, the Thenns are separated. Many go to the Milkwater, where the Weeper gathers warriors to take the Shadow Tower. Hundreds follow a dour warrior north to take refuge in the Valley of the Thenns. Hundreds more go with the Woods' Witch Mother Mole to Hardhome. The Thenns who were taken captive by Stannis follow Sigorn, the son of Styr who succeeded him as the Magnar. Sigorn and his followers ally with the Night's Watch, though reluctantly. Later, Sigorn weds Alice Karstark and becomes the founder of the newly styled House Thenn. In the books, the Thenn are the most advanced and civilized of the wildlings, which is what makes them more dangerous than many other more savage but undisciplined clans. They do not engage in cannibalism. They are also not mentioned to engage in ritual scarification. There is a different wildling group that does engage in cannibalism, the Ice River clans, who engage in this behavior due to the harsh conditions of the lands north of the frozen shore. The Ice River clans are regarded as savage and half-feral, even by the other wildlings who loathe and fear them. They hunt other wildlings to eat them for their meat, due to the lack of food in the frozen wastelands they inhabit. Due to time constraints, the TV series version of the Thenns is basically a conflation of the book Thenns with the book Ice River clans, combining the most advanced and refined wildling clan with the most savage and animalistic. Again, making the Thenns cannibals in the TV series does have some precedent in the books, as there is a separate group of wildlings who are cannibals, but the TV show somewhat paradoxically combined them both together. That being said, the TV Thenns do not appear to primarily eat other people as a survival tactic, like the savage Ice River clans in the books, but as a terror tactic to frighten their enemies, such as the old trope of eating an enemy's heart to take his courage. Meanwhile, the TV Thenns retain the noticeably more advanced equipment of their book counterparts, with basic metal armor consisting of interwoven bronze discs. As explicitly mentioned in behind-the-scenes featurettes, the other wildlings only carry weapons made of wood, stone, and bone. What steel weapons they are seen carrying are mostly looted from dead Night's Watch members, so they have the same design as swords south of the Wall instead of a unique wildling style. In contrast, the Thens in the TV series are seen to carry their own distinctive bronze axes, matching the detail from the books that the Thens are the only wildling group that has any knowledge of metallurgy. Oddly, the TV series actually has mentioned the Ice River clans in both Season 3 and Season 4 as marching in Mance Rayder's army, so they do exist in the TV continuity, but they never appeared on screen.